channel and a build up to the new season that starts this weekend here at the Ultimate Racing League. And round one is here at the WeatherTech Raceway, Laguna Seca in America. Obviously, I've done track guides before, and I know I've covered this one before as well in the past, but really it's for any of the new subscribers and the new viewers of my channel. Just thought I'd maybe just do this again this season where I can. And really, it's not about lap times or anything like this. This is purely just more of a guide, as in where to hit the apexes and the track itself, really, because I know a lot of people are a little bit there's not one of the favourite tracks out there, is it, on the game? I actually quite like it. It's just I think it's just that there's not a lot of runoff anywhere, so it's quite narrow all the way around, which is why I think people struggle a little bit. But apart from that, I think it's pretty good. It's a pretty good track, to be fair. So it's just plus, of course, you've got the big high curbs as well, the sleeping policemen, as they're known, and or the sausages, as people call them as well. But so they're obviously a little bit of trouble that you can have if you hit those. Now, the track guide is going to be done in the GT3 Lamborghini Huracan, and just exiting the final corner here at the circuit and heading along towards the start finish line down the hill into turn one. So here we go. Let's obviously up the gearbox here as you cross the line now, up over the ridge. And as you can see, it's very blind. You've got the pit lane exit there on the left hand side where that green line is. As you can see, get to this point down to turn one, and I kind of position my car centrally. Now it's sort of it's a double apex left-hander, so a lot of people, or some people, might tend to go out a little bit wider to the right and then try and cut it back for that second apex. But as you can see, it's quite a long, or as you will see, it's quite a long sweeping sort of double apex. So I tend to position myself almost centrally at this point, going to be heading straight towards the first high curb there on the left. Now, the idea being that I'm going to try a little bit wide there, but it doesn't really matter, because as you see, now you've got to try and turn and head towards the second apex on the left. It's just coming into shot there. So trying to keep the car centrally, but you're just kind of rolling it round it, really. You're just feathering that throttle. You're not giving it the full beans, because otherwise you'll end up in a tent in the right-hand side there. But just got to feather it through. And the main important thing is not so much that first apex on entry, it's this second apex on exit is the one that you really want to get bang on if you can, really, because that will obviously give you a better exit out towards the right hand side curb, which you can use. As you can see, no runoff whatsoever, just a heap of sand and a heap of dirt and a barrier, so you don't want to be too far out there. So if you do get yourselves too far, you will be over on the other side of the track on the left. So probably use half a car's length probably on this curb if you can, or width I should say, not a length, but just use as much of the curb as you can, but not all of it, obviously. So through turns up to turn 3 now, obviously switching over to the left hand side to get onto this right-hander. Now this one's quite tricky, it's quite narrow, this one. It looks okay at this point. Now you've got to try and aim to try and get as close. A lot of these corners, it's all about getting as close as you possibly can to the sausage curb, but not actually hitting it, obviously. But if you can get close to these sausage curves without losing too much time, then you might be on to a pretty quick lap. So again, just feathering it round. There's that sleeping policeman, or that high curb. Now, as you come out of here, as you can see, very narrow whatsoever. If you don't get that right, you're going to be over there on the left, and that's not where you want to be, obviously. So now along here, you can use all of this curb, just run it all the way through to turn 4. So right at the end of that curbing, where it finishes there, where that white strip is, we start turning into, again, trying to get that inside curb there where the hump is. So again, you're just here. This is a great curb at a turn, actually, because this turn 4. If you can just lift the acceleration, you don't have to change gear, just lift a little bit, you can get a great exit out of here. Make up a lot of time. Again, you can use the curb on the left, but if you don't get it right, again, as you say, no runoff here, so you're going to be using all of that sand out there. So it's going to be slowing you down if you get yourself out there. But it's a great corner. If you can get it right on entry, your exit's going to be perfect, and you're going to be through towards turn 5. So straight down here, staying on the right hand side, again hugging that curve all the way down. And again, I'm just about where the 1 marker is there on the right hand side, just about to turn in now. Again, other people might be a little bit later on this, maybe even a bit earlier, but I tend to start to aim for that inside curve. And again, it's all very tricky, very tight corners. He's a left-hander now, but again, just trying to get as close as you possibly can onto that curb, that hump, and again feeding it out all the way up now towards turn 5, and starting all the way to the right. And this tricky little off camber kink before you head up towards the infamous corkscrew. Now, because of the little dip in it, it's a right, well, I say little dip, it's quite a big dip actually as you hit this point here. Now, this is probably the one that catches most people out with the curb because of the camber towards it, and you're going down into this little dip towards that sausage curb. It's very easy to hit it, so you've got to be very, very careful. It's all just about lifting again. You can't go through there flat. You can certainly just a little lift through here, which will then bring you out to use all of this curb. Again, you can make up a lot of time if you get this corner right. So up across the all of the width of this curb on the green, no further than that really. Got to be a little bit careful. Some cars will bottom out and you'll end up spinning, but this particular car, if you get that turning right, you will be onto a winner. So we'll use all of that. Now switch across to the left now to just use this curve, and right on the brow of the hill, again it's up towards the corkscrew, is blind, completely blind at this point. So I tend to start braking and dropping down the gears right on the brow here at the first marker, because I tend to use first gear going through here. Again, dropping it all the way down to first, clipping this inside curb. Now, as you're on the top of the hill here, right on the top of the corkscrew, that's when I change it to second. So almost you're going in entry on first gear, and then just as you're hitting the top of the hill, quick switch to second, down, through. Got to be a bit careful it doesn't throw the car out as you hit the bottom of that dip. Staying over to the right. And this one again is pretty difficult. It rolls. They're all rolling kind of corners, but this one is a bit similar to the one that we had earlier with the kink. This is another one that will catch a lot of people out. Probably them two. One in the kink and this one here at the bottom of this hill here will the two that really catch the drivers out to hit them. So again, just trying to get as close as you possibly can, all the way, full power through here, up the gearbox. Now over to the left for this next second to last corner, to the right hand up. Again, just trying to get as close as you can to that curb, out the other side. Use all the curb on the left, up to the final corner now. Get as far left hand up. Again, down first to me, and then a little spurt of power up to second. Use all of that on the right hand side over the line. So that is your now I'm going to do it with the, just stop that a minute, sorry. I'm going to do it so that you can see the speedo and the braking, etc. as I do it. As I say, I've never claimed to be the quickest, so please don't judge me by the lap times, but it's more just to show you the guide itself. So I'm going to show you it now with all the dials going, the full works as far as the speedo, braking, etc. is concerned, and I won't do any commentary, not much anyway, and you can just sit back and try and watch, and hopefully it will help you out. Here we go. On the line we go. This is my first lap. Probably the second lap is what you need to be watching. So I'm just taking it a little bit easier on this first lap. So we might as well watch it anyway. Watch the second lap too. So this one's just a little bit of a practice lap really. Still gives you a bit of an idea of the sort of lines that I run. Now you don't really short shift this car, this Lambo. This is all about changing up right on the red line, and rev it right the way out where you can. It's not really a short shifting machine. Ready at the end of the lap. So pretty short lap round here. Here we go. This is my proper lap, if you like. Short shift there out of turn 2. Lift there, now go. Second, roll it through. See how quick you can get through there if you just lift and then go on the brow of the hill bang, go down now, all the way down to first for me, click that inside, second now, over to the right, looping it over, hanging on the right hand side, then just click the inside. It's turn 10, out the other. First for me here. Out the other side over the line to complete the lap at 1:22.5 in the end. Go quicker than that, but as I say, it's not about lap times here, more just really to do with the guide. So that's it. This is round 1, or this will be round 1, so looking forward to that. All these new cars, these new drivers, the new league, so everything's pretty new. Everyone's ready to go and raring to go for this new championship, so really should be a great season. So on a different note, of course, we have got I do actually know now, what league I'm going to be commentating on for the coming season, and it's going to be the Pro-Am Split 2. So basically we've got Pro Leagues, Pro-Ams, and the rest. So yes, but I think I'm doing the Pro-Am 2. So not too sure entirely who's in that and what cars they are at the moment. I think they are GR3s, I think. Anyway, so but not sure exactly which one. Maybe the Porsche. But we'll see. So something to look forward to anyway. And well, hopefully you will join me for that. And hopefully the track guide will help a few people out. Maybe not, but well, it's there to be watched if you want to help yourself and have a look at it. So that's it from here, and I will see you soon for my next little video, which will be the first round at Laguna Seca. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.